Hey there, in today's video I'm doing these, the Sport and Outdo Sports Earbuds. I'm making this video because a couple of months ago Sport and Outdo sent me their sports audio wearable device, a headband with speakers built in, which I reviewed and I'll link at the end. And they asked me would I be interested in testing any of the other devices they make, and I had a look at the Mifo S and I thought they look really interesting and solve a particular use case that I have and you might also. So I'm reviewing them today. And as always, there'll be links down below so you can skip through to the pieces you want or might be interested in. And at the end, I'll see if I can recommend them. Disclaimer time, Sport and Outdo sent me these for free to review, but they haven't seen the video, I haven't reported back, and so they get to see it for the first time along with you. I have a couple of different pairs of wireless earbuds. I find it very hard to get them to fit in my ears, and previously the ones that I've reviewed, the Bose Quiet Comfort 2s, and also their previous version, they fit me well, and I was intrigued to see if these ones would fit me just as well. What intrigued me most about the earbuds is that not only do they act as noise cancelling earphones, but they'll also play white noise. Now, I'm the kind of person, I live in a busy, noisy, urban environment. Keep having to pause the recording because I can hear banging there and banging there as people do up their properties. But anyway, I live in a noisy environment. At night, I typically like to listen to white noise. I listen to this, a Sonos Move. I typically ask Alexa to play it. Alexa, play thunderstorm sounds. Here we go. I'll stop that now. Okay, so that plays thunderstorm sounds, but there's lots of times when you don't want to disturb the person who you might happen to be with loud thunderstorm sounds, and something in your ears can work. Now, I've previously used these. These are Bose Sleepbuds. They're tiny little earbuds and they flick into your ears. The disadvantage is they cost a large amount of money. I think there's €269, and all they do is play white noise. They don't do anything else. They're tiny so they can fit in your ears, whereas the regular Bose Quiet Comforts can't, but they're very expensive and they're very limiting because they don't do anything else. And to be honest, I've stopped using them. The advantage, of course, of having earbuds that play white noise is I don't have to bring the big lumbering speaker when I travel, and they're tight into my ears. So again, I can sleep on them without them falling out, and they can play the white noise that's included on the Sport and Outdo app. The earbuds come in this nice little metal case. I got them in metallic green. It's also available in a very beautiful metallic blue. It's available in black. I have enough black things I wouldn't be able to find them on my desk. And it's also available in a sort of multicolored graphic thing, which I think is called Classic. But certainly the green and the blue for me are the big of the bunch. The earbuds are very small and very lightweight. They fit very comfortably in the ear, sitting right in very snugly and very easily. They weigh 4 grams each, which is minute. The Bose Quiet Comforts, they weigh about 7 grams. So 4 grams is about 0.15 of an ounce. And the case weighs 80 grams. The case is actually the heaviest part. So typically, if I'm running, I leave the case behind. But yeah, the units are really tiny. I'm not sure if there's any smaller ones on the market. They're really tiny, really lightweight. Their ingress protection IP67, 6 is full dust protection, and the 7 refers they can be immersed in water up to a meter deep for 30 minutes. I've showered in them. They're fine. In terms of battery life, the manufacturer says they last 4 to 6 hours and you get 34 hours of charge out of the case. So fully charged up, you should be able to take them away and with popping them in and out, get 40 hours worth of time out of them. And they charge via USB-C. I find it really hard to control earbuds. I find it hard to control the Bose or any earbuds. I'm not that accurate when I tap them. The tapping piece is right in the center. I usually just use that for the noise cancelling. I use an awful lot else in the app or controlling stuff, music on my phone or via my watch. So I don't use them very much, but there's a lot of different controls and they're very customizable in the app. In terms of testing them, well, I got my ears cleaned out and tested before I started testing them. And then I showered in them, I slept in them, I ran in them, inside on a treadmill, outside, outdoors running on the streets. And I also made calls in a busy street, and in all cases, they worked fine for me. I found the sound quality to be good for the cost, and you can adjust it in the app. I like the original setting, but you can add more bass, etc, etc, etc. But I found the original was the best. I found the call quality to be very good on calls. I was in the city centre, trams passing by, all that kind of stuff, and I found it easy to maintain a telephone conversation. At least I could do the hearing, and whoever's on the other end said they could hear me. There are 3 variations of the noise cancelling. There's a none, full and mid. In the app you can get rid of the mid, which is what I've done. I find that the noise cancelling, it's pretty good. It's not as good as the Bose Quiet Comfort 2, but you wouldn't expect it to be for the price that these units cost. There are 4 different sizes of ear tips that come with the buds. I used the largest. I actually tore one of them, sort of changing them. I think they must have come with one of the medium sizes or not as large, and I tore it. It was a bit fiddly to get it on and off, so you might want to practice with one of the things one of the sizes you're definitely not going to use. But I tore mine slightly, which I'll end up repairing. That was my only criticism of them, is that the ear tips are a bit fiddly if you change them, but you're only ever going to need to do that once. In terms of cost, they're £129.99. I saw those on Amazon. Couldn't quite get a UK price. It kept defaulting to euro no matter what I tried. In the US, they cost $139.99. In the EU, €150.95. And in Australia, $219.99 Australian dollars. In terms of the use case, well, I wouldn't often wear one sharing, but I wanted to test them. They were fine. I ran on a treadmill in each ear in the gym for half an hour. They were fine. I ran outside. Typically when I run outside, I'm nervous about having earbuds on, so I put one in one ear. It was very useful because I could pair it with, I've got a new Stride and I can't hear it from the watch, so it's actually quite useful to having just one earbud in running along, and that was a use case I liked. And I could feel it jiggling in my ear, but at no stage did it fall out, which is just as well because I wouldn't have anything to review if that happened. But yeah, they were fine in running, but I would like full transparency mode on, and I'd only have them in one ear. In terms of the white noise, you can have rain, waves, running water and insects, birds and flowers, the sound of running water in the mountains, big mountain streams and flowing water birds. So birds, flowers, mountains, nature, all pretty good. I mean, you won't go all night because the battery will die out before you get to 8 hours, but I just need enough to get me asleep and then I'm good. And in terms of the earbuds, again, slept either side and on my back, and the earbuds never fell out last night. Should you buy the Sport and Outdo Mifo S Sport earbuds? Well, I previously spent €560 trying to do in 2 separate Bose products what these do in one. And yeah, I think these are good value at about €150. These are pretty good value. If you're looking for something that doesn't cost a huge amount of money, sounds pretty good, really small and lightweight, and offers you a bit of white noise and also noise cancelling and pretty good sound, these are well worth a listen. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, it would be great if you hit the like button. As always, there'll be lots of stuff down in the description below, and I'll happily answer any question you put into the comments. There'll be a big blue subscribe button popping up there. It's already videos there. Thanks for listening. Until the next video, just keep running along.